This happened when I was 16. And to this day, thinking about it still gives me that sick feeling in my stomach, the kind you get when you know something should have never happened. I've never been a fan of the outdoors. I'm not built for it. The dirt, the cold, the weird noises at night, none of it is for me. But my cousin Noah, he loves that stuff. He's the type who thinks sleeping on the ground makes you connected to the earth. I think it just makes you cold and tired. Anyway, one weekend he convinced me to go on a short overnight hike with him. He said it would be easy, fun, and good for bonding. I should have known that whenever Noah said something would be fun, it meant the exact opposite. But he's family, and I didn't want to look like the soft city kid. So I said yes. From the start, things felt off. The weather was weird, humid, but cold at the same time. The trail looked abandoned, like no one had been there for years. Even the wooden signs were faded to the point you could barely read them. But Noah insisted it was fine. He said he had taken this route a bunch of times as a kid, so I followed him deeper into the woods. A couple hours in, we came across something strange. An old, rusted metal gate lying flat on the ground, like it used to block a path but was knocked over years ago. It didn't look like it belonged there. There was no fence around it, no trail leading up to it, just this random gate sitting in the middle of nowhere. I joked that it looked like we were walking into someone's backyard, but Noah didn't laugh. He just stared at it for a moment, then stepped over it and kept going. That's when the forest changed. I know how that sounds, but that's the only way to describe it. The trees looked the same, but the air felt heavier, like we had crossed into a different pocket of the woods. Even the sound of our footsteps changed, like the ground was softer. In the silence, it was unnatural. No birds, no insects, nothing. It felt like the whole forest was holding its breath. We eventually found a small clearing where Noah said we could set up camp. I wasn't thrilled about staying there, but arguing wasn't going to get me back to the car any faster. So we pitched the tent, made a fire, and tried to relax. For a while, things felt normal again. We joked, talked about school, and roasted marshmallows like every cliche camping trip ever. Then, sometime after midnight, I woke up to Noah shaking my shoulder. His face was pale, and he kept quietly saying my name like he didn't want to speak too loud. "Do you hear that?" he whispered. I sat up and listened. At first, I didn't hear anything. Then it hit me. Footsteps. Slow, heavy, moving around the tent. Not an animal too steady, too deliberate. Someone was walking around us. I wanted to say something, but Noah grabbed my arm and shook his head violently. We just sat there, listening as the footsteps circled us. Once, twice, then they stopped directly behind my side of the tent. I clenched my teeth so hard my jaw hurt. Then whoever or whatever it was spoke, but the voice wasn't right. It sounded like someone trying to imitate a person, like when you hear someone who's never spoken English try to repeat a sentence phonetically. The words were there, but the tone was wrong, distorted, stretched. It said my name, not Noah's, mine. Then it said, "Why did you come back?" My blood went ice cold. I had never been there before. I didn't even want to be there now. I didn't know what to do, so I just stayed frozen, staring at the tent wall as if that would protect me. The voice repeated the question, this time slower. Each syllable sounded like it was being dragged through gravel. "Why did you come back?" Noah grabbed my wrist and mouthed, "We run." He counted to 3 silently, then unzipped the tent as fast as he could and bolted into the trees. I followed him, tripping over roots and branches as we sprinted through the dark. Behind us, I could hear something chasing. Its footsteps weren't fast, but they were heavy, like it was walking with complete confidence that we wouldn't get far. We didn't speak. We didn't look back. We just ran until we burst out onto the trail again, nearly collapsing in the dirt. The moment we crossed back over that rusted gate, everything changed. The air felt normal again. The forest sounds came back. Whatever was following us stopped. We didn't camp. We didn't rest. We power walked the entire way back to the car and didn't say a word until we were miles away. When we finally talked about it, Noah told me something that still messes with my head. He had camped there before, years ago, with his dad, and he remembered something weird happening back then. 2 voices in the woods at night asking questions no one should know the answers to. I asked him why he didn't tell me any of that before we went. He said he didn't remember it until he saw the gate. We never went back. And sometimes, late at night, when it's quiet enough, I swear I still hear that voice in my head asking the same question. Why did you come back?